Greetings, crystal collectors and Lego Star Wars Battles fans. Today, NOOCH, your Star Wars dad, is bringing you the Crystal Spending Guide. How, when, where, why should you spend your crystals? But first, I'd like to tell you about a new invisible droid that old Palpatine had designed to walk the halls of Coruscant and spy on my political enemies and tell me what's going on so I can take revenge with unlimited power. Yes, this invisible droid. Oh, what's his name, you ask? See through P.O. All right, Palpatine, spying on... there's nothing better for a Sith than spying and taking revenge, right? So, okay, guys, this is it. So, I've been asked... We've been playing this game for 2 weeks now in the Apple Arcade, and even though Nooch had played it before in the beta with a bunch of you, there's been a lot of questions about crystals. How do you spend crystals? What, when should you buy legendaries? Should you buy the in the card shop? Should you buy the chests? What should you spend crystals on? Because it's a question now. Back in the beta, some people were spending money on crystals and buying things with them. Nooch never spent any money during the beta, but you're going to be accumulating crystals. Right now, you can see Nooch has 5,885. I've been getting those through being given them, and then you get 40 for a max 5-star win when you're up at the max planet. So, how do you spend your crystals? Let's talk about the different ways and what Nooch thinks you should do with your crystal trove, your bag of crystals, so to speak. So here we are. First, let's look at the card shop. Every day, and this is not spending crystals, you get 2 free cards. So you got to get those every day. You log in, you get your 2 free cards for sure. Then you can look at the rest of these. There's 5 more cards, and you can buy up to 2 out of each box, right? So the first one is a common card, then you've got some rare cards, and the last one will be an epic card. So... And they all cost the same. Like, you can see the common cards. You get 15 of them for 30 crystals. So they cost 2 crystals for each card. In the rare cards, you get 10 for 50, 20 for 100, 60 for 300. Those all cost 5 each. So 2 for the common. It costs 5 crystals for each of the rare cards that you buy. And you can buy them in 10, 20, or 60. I don't know if it's always like that or not, but that's how it is today. And then, of course, you have the epic cards, 12 for 1,200. That's 100 each. So that's a pretty significant jump from 2 to 5 to 100. I would only recommend buying those epic cards if you really, really need what's showing. And at 1,200 crystals, I'm not even sure that's the way to go. We're going to have to see how that works out long term, but I doubt that you would ever spend on epic. I will tell you that right now, if that was C2... I might buy him right now because I am dying here. I am dying in my dark side roster because I don't have C2 B5 activated. He heals up my towers. Man, that would make my dark side roster so much better. All right, let's get back into the crystal shop. So I'm not going to buy that. I will buy one of these here just to show you how it works. I'm not very excited about any of these cards. The sniper is the best, but that's 300, and I don't really want to spend 300 crystals on the sniper. It'll limit my abilities. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to buy this bomb squad trooper. 10 cards for 50 crystals, and you'll see that once you buy him, another card's going to pop up behind it. It should be the same cost, right? Yep. So 10 destroyer droids for 50 crystals. Boom. There you go. I just spent 100 crystals in the card shop. So you're going to have to make decisions here. Generally speaking, I would say this is not the place to spend your crystals. And if you do, I'd stick to the 100 crystals and less. But if you really, really want something, I will tell you for sure, if C2 was down in that epic card slot right now, I would buy him right now. You'd watch me pay for him. I need him in my roster badly. I'm going to go to the champion shop last because I actually think that's the primary place you should be spending your crystals. Let's talk about these bundles. These tactical bundles for 200 crystals each. So this is it's literally that. It's a bundle of 5 BB-8s and 10 clone, what is it called? Bomb Squad Troopers for 200 crystals, or 5 Moroffs, Epics, and 10 Tauntauns for 200 crystals. Let's look at the comparison of the cost there. If we realize that back in the shop, it was, so 12 for 1,200 on this Epic here. This Ewok glider is 12 for 1,200. That's 100 crystals per one epic card, and we already established it was 5 crystals per rare. So if we took that cost here, that would be 5 times 100 for BB-8, that'd be 500, and 5 times, that'd be 50. This is 550 crystals worth of value on both of these. It's 550 crystals worth of value for 200 crystals. And in this case, I will actually get to upgrade BB-8 as soon as I buy him out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. The thing is, you can only buy these, I believe it's once a week. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I believe once a week you can buy these cards. Tauntaun is not going to get me an upgrade. It'll help me get there. Moroff will be an upgrade. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Moroff is not somebody I use a lot, just because you have to you be careful using him. He takes a lot of micromanagement to use. And there you go, no offers available. I'm not sure exactly how it fills back in. I know that mine filled in. At one point, it dropped in one of the tactical offers, and another point it dropped in another. I do believe they change from day to day. Don't quote me on that. So you'll have to let me know in the comments. Is your tactical bundle changing from day to day? Maybe yesterday it was these, and then today you look at it and it's something completely different. Let me know, because I'm not 100% sure about that. I should have checked earlier, to be honest. Now we get to the coup de grace, the place where I believe you should spend most of your crystals, and that is the champion shop. I'm going to get to the champion token in a second. So here is the deal in the champion shop. You can only buy one of these hero cards. I believe it is per week. You can't, once you purchase it, you can't purchase it again. And I'm not exactly sure how this works either. And I'm looking around. I feel like I purchased this loot card over a week ago, so I wonder if you can only buy one until it completely fills up. And that's something else I need to learn about. But you can see that each of these champion cards, after you activate them, they're 700. I know that before I had Yoda and Boba Fett activated, they were 1,000. And before I had Leia and Phasma activated, those were 1,200. So once you activate them, they're 700. And you can see here, I've got 1 out of 2 on Phasma. So 700 will actually upgrade Phasma for me to level 9. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase Phasma. And there we go. So now I'll be able to upgrade Phasma. We'll go do those upgrades in a second. You can see now that they're crossed off. So I can't purchase those again. And I do believe that after a week they refresh, but it does feel like it's been over a week since I purchased Luke Skywalker. So I'm really not sure about that. This is what happens at the beginning of a game as we're learning and finding out what's going on. So let me do some math here. I got Darth Vader, that's 1. Yoda, that's 2. Boba Fett is 3. Princess Leia is 4. So 4 times 700 is going to be 2,800. And then I'll have 1,000 on a champion token. Now, why would you spend 1,000 on a champion token? Here's what's going to happen with the champion token, and I'm 99.999% sure this. We're going to try it out while we're here. This is like a wild card. Once you get it, you can apply it to any champion you've got for an upgrade. And if you notice, I'm going to jump out here and go to the events. The main award for the next Inspire event is one of these champion cards, these wild champion cards. What are they called? Is it called a champion card? I know I just said it. Champion token. So the champion token is actually the top prize for the next Inspire event. So you'll be getting these as you go. They cost a little more to buy in the shop, and I believe that's because they are wild and they can apply to any hero you want. So and they're not going to upgrade to the next level. They're just going to add a card to that champion. So let's go in here and jump in here to Vader. We're going to buy all of these, and I don't think the shop is going to have to keep going back in every single time. That's interesting. I wish it would just stay in there. So I don't know. If you guys can let me know if you learn how this works, maybe NOOCH will learn how it works here in a few days as it refreshes or whatever. It's going to refresh at some point, right? Whether that's a week or a month or whatever, but it may require you to buy all the cards. I just don't know. We're all learning, but I definitely believe that the champion shop is a really good place for you to spend your crystals, to buy those champions, to buy the card. Look, I've got check marks. You look at the bottom of the screen. I got check marks in every single one of them except that token. So let's go ahead and buy the token. So let's see how this works. So 1,000, confirm your purchase. There it is. I bought it for 1,000. Champion token collected. Champion tokens are upgrade cards that can be applied to any unlocked champion. Okay? So right now, I'm at 2 out of 4 on Boba Fett. So one more, I need 2 more to get an upgrade. So let's go ahead and apply it to Boba Fett. Apply here, and I should go to 3 out of 4. That's what it is. It's just a wild card champion card. You can apply it to any champion that you want. And now I've bought all of these and I can't buy them. Does it give me anything? Does it tell me when it's going to unlock? Available in 3 days and 16 hours. Purchased. Now that's interesting to me. Under the champions, it just says purchased. But under the champion token, it says available in 3 days and 16 hours. That tells me nothing. I really don't know at this point. We're too early on. I don't understand how the champion shop works or when it refreshes. I feel like it should be weekly, but it seems like it might be more than that. I don't know. So there you go, guys. That's a basic guide to crystal spending. Your crystal spending guide for LEGO Star Wars Battles. Let's go and do these upgrades before we get out of here to our characters. Let's go ahead and upgrade BB-8. The one thing about upgrading BB-8 is the damage per second is fine. It's not really hugely important to be upgrading BB-8 and BB-9, except that once you get several upgrades on them, they are doing a lot more damage per second. And you've seen where if you get a tower that's at like a low level of health, that damage per second can really help you out. So there you go. We upgraded BB-8. Who else did we get in there? I got Yoda. So we're going to upgrade Yoda. This points out to something else. Save your studs, guys. You see NOOCH has 61,000 studs there at the top. Just save them. You don't have to upgrade everything as you go. And look, we're upgrading this guy to level 9. When I get him to level 10, it was 1,000 at level 8 to go to level 9. Excuse me. It's 4,000 to go to level 9. I don't know what it's going to be to go to level 10. It exponentially increases. So it might be like 12, 15, 20,000 to go to level 10. And it's just going to get more and more expensive as we go. I'm not going to spend any of these other upgrades because I'm not using these characters a lot. If I ever use more off on a stream, if you guys tell me to use more off, then I'll upgrade him at that point. I will upgrade Phasma here. Again, 4,000. Well, crap. I should have screenshotted these champions. I don't need that. I keep forgetting to screenshot the champions, guys. You got to remind me to do that. Why aren't you... Oh, and we're not on a live stream. So... Because I got to have them available for... so as I upgrade champions, I got to get them... Again, I'm not going to upgrade these other cards. If you guys ask for me to use them on a stream, then I will upgrade them at that time. But save your studs. That's it, guys. There is your crystal spending guide. Hopefully this helps you understand and look at how to spend in the crystal shop. Even though I don't quite fully understand everything yet, I do believe that the champions are the primary place you should be spending your crystals. And by the way, while you're spending your crystals and having fun at the game, always remember, NOOCH too good. Spying on my enemies and telling me what is happening. Nothing like a good revenge against... So Palpatine could take revenge. You know what his name is? He's invisible.